Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. In their last win, he had a 100-yard game and scored 3 times.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Throwing, Mensah. The short hands, it's Pringle. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the...
Gets loose in the middle. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense. But through the air, like not on the ground right now, they're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage. And right now, it's all through the air.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick completion to the right. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hurricanes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Miami.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. That's caught by Wesco. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB. Clemson will send the punt team out. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On the run, it's Fletcher. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Imte if they can stop him on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus with their...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he makes it past the 1st down marker. Hits the slide, and they'll move the sticks. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lofton. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push them.
Maybe some room here. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Wow, the Canes are known for big-time playmakers. Tough physical running is part of it, too.
Yeah, you got to be able to have a team that not just is about sizzle, and we've seen so many Miami teams about sizzle, but some substance with some physicality, the run game. That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend-don't-break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The run inside. It's Fletcher. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Mensah. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Fletcher. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Canes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They've moved it right to the precipice of a score, and they need 1 more yard. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short? 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They're going to run it to the right. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Wesco on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to avoid doing it again. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. Maybe 1 notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. And the Canes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Plows through the defense.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty, so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking downfield on first down. Finds the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Got his man. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got his man on the right. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49. And the Canes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football.
Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Lost one deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Hurricanes will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room, you're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the 3rd quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for his players.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Compton. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Mensah. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Hurricanes headed quickly to the line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Unloads quickly. Could not make his way to the corner.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
On target. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Canes are rolling down the field. Here's Mensah to throw. He's got his man. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They'll try to snap it quickly.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Running inside, it's Pringle. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
Well, obviously they were trailing going into halftime, and they knew coming out, getting the ball back first, they were going to have to put a drive together. And how good does this thing look, man? Running the ball, throwing the ball.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Grabbed on the right side, that's Wesco. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. There he goes. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Might as well give it to him again. There's a crease. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage.
Snags it, and there's running room. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Mensah unloads to the right. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. The run inside. It's Haynes. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still 3rd down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Running inside, it's Pringle. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. Here's a little room there. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They take the lead here in the 4th.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. After giving up that field goal, they find themselves trailing and trying to do something about it on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Fletcher. There's some room. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. They've got 1 timeout left now. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Hurricane.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Clemson is quick to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Gonna look downfield again. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And they're back within a score here in the 4th.
And that kick makes it a 1-score game, but a lot of work left. Only 1 timeout left. We've got to get an onside kick. We don't have time to kick it and play defense and get the football back. Onside unit, what's your best look, man? Because you're going to need it right here.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. The Tigers spin their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. It'll be 3rd and long. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Got to have a touchdown right here, and this will be the final play of regulation. To the air on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys don't.